Charcoal today is no longer one product or one price. There are types, markets, and very different money levels, especially when you add waste-based and shisha charcoal into the mix. At the base level is household cooking charcoal. In most Nigerian cities, retail prices range from 250 to 400 per kg, depending on the season and location. Bulk sellers to markets and distributors move it cheaper, but at scale, volume makes it work. Next is restaurant and suya charcoal. Hotter, longer burning. This sells for about 350 to 600 naira per kg, and demand is steady because food vendors can't compromise on heat quality. Then there's industrial charcoal used by bakeries, fish smokers, and small processors. This is mostly bulk, consistent supply, usually 300 to 500 naira per kg, sold by contract rather than retail. Now, the big upgrade, briquette charcoal made from waste. Because it's uniform, it's cleaner and packaged. Local prices range from 600 to 1,200 per kg, especially in estate malls and hospitality spaces that want less smoke and ash. And then there's a shisha charcoal, a different league entirely. Shisha charcoal is usually made from coconut shells, requires tight heat control, low ash, no smell, and uniform cubes. Locally, shisha charcoal sells for 2,000 to 5,000 naira per kg at retail. For export, especially to the Middle East and Europe, factory gate prices can range from $1,000 to $2,000 per ton, depending on quality and certification. Nigeria is well positioned for this. The South and the Southwest generate massive coconut and palm kernel waste. The Middle Belt supplies rice husks and corn cobs cheaply. Production can happen inland where land is cheap, while demand clusters in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, and Kano, and export routes move through Lagos ports. A small waste-based charcoal or briquette factory typically starts at like 8 to 15 million naira. Scales by adding presses and carbonizers and avoids the biggest regulatory and environment risk of traditional charcoal, which is cutting trees. This is no longer bush charcoal. It's energy, recycling, lifestyle, and export economics, all from waste. What do you think about this particular charcoal? Would you like to do it? 8 million to 15 million. You don't need an SUV for this, do you? Maybe a few club nights. That's all. And you set it up. Do you know about this? Jokes apart. Do you know about this? Do you do this already? Do you know more about it? Come to the comments and tell us about it, okay?